Got a great show for you today. Somehow, someway, we've made it to another Friday, and we've got snow on the horizon again for Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday next week. So that's what this winter's going to be known for. Good afternoon, Big Mac. How are you today, kid?
I was doing well.
Until when?
Until you told me there was snow coming.
Get over it. People
I try
bitch
not
about
to
the
pay
snow too
attention
much.
to the weather.
Well, you have to, right?
I do.
You do, right?
Well, not really.
Well, you stayed in a hotel a couple nights ago.
Someone tells me to go to the hotel, I go.
Exactly right.
Someone tells me to drive in, I drive in.
You know, I've decided, mate, sometimes, we root for certain teams, and it's a public trust. It's like a thing we kind of inherit from our parents, our dads, our moms, our older brothers, etc. And some of us are blessed. We benefited from rooting for teams that won a lot of championships. You as a Yankee fan, obviously, in the mid to late 90s.
Seen my share?
Yeah, I've seen your share. I, on the other hand, have not. And I figured out yesterday that I am not meant to have good things when it comes to sports. Yeah. Because the New York Jets were having such a good day yesterday. They made a trade that I thought was really competent and smart. We got younger. We got more contractual control. We got one of the top run stoppers in all of football. Yes, we gave up a fifth-year player making $13 million, who's a very good edge rusher. But I thought overall that Darren Moogie did a good job yesterday. And I was like, look at us. Competent decisions. Yeah. My owner got a B.
Your owner got a B.
From the players inside that locker room.
Yep.
The coach got an A. From those players in the locker room. And I was saying to myself yesterday, right before I went home on my hour-long drive home, man, things are starting to look up. I even decided to rock my brand new Jets hoodie.
It's very nice.
That's how positive I'm feeling about the New York Jets. And then just as I was walking out the door yesterday, and of course I'm inundated with it today on social media, my head coach decides the combine bores him, despite the fact that a guy that's likely to be picked by the New York Jets at number 2 is about to run the 40-yard dash. He's bored by it and legitimately falls asleep at the combine. And some douchebag, I don't know what the network was, and I apologize for using that phrase. I shouldn't use that phrase. I know better, and I do apologize for that. But I had to say it once. Decides that's a good time to put the camera on my head coach. Why? Because that's the guy about to run the 40-yard dash that most experts think the Jets are likely to take. He's the outside rusher from Ohio State, right? And what's my head coach doing? Now, I have not spoken to the Jets today about it. I have not seen a statement from the Jets today about it. I have not seen a statement from Aaron Glenn about it. There's going to be an attempt 100% to try to make it like we did not see what we saw.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry. We've all been there. We've all fallen asleep for 5 seconds, 10 seconds, whatever it is, at our daughter's dance recital, at our kids' after school play, whatever it might be.
Sure.
When our wife's going on and on and on about something we don't care about. And the reaction when we pop up and wake up is exactly the same as what we saw Aaron Glenn do. It's the head pops up. There's a look to the left, a look to the right.
Recognition, then, he's on camera.
Okay, I was sleeping, but now I'm awake. And I decided after what was a good day yesterday for us as New York Jet fans, competent front office decisions, owner getting a B instead of an F, that Aaron Glenn had to go and ruin it yesterday and once again make us the laughing stock in the NFL.
No, I mean, that's the part, right? Isn't that the part? You can't get away, because I agree with you. Yesterday was a good day.
I thought it was too.
All the talking points around the Jets were a good day. I know I kind of poo-pooed the owner getting a B, but ultimately, whatever. That was a good day. You made a competent trade. You're starting to feel better. You control the next 2 drafts.
Yes.
You could argue the Jets are the most important team in the NFL when it comes to draft day, both this year and next year.
Yes.
The team loves him. He gets an A. He has been decided to stay on. They decide to keep him as the next head coach or continue as the head coach. He's the guy. This is going to be an important draft. We got quarterbacks. We got edge rushers running, 40s. And there's the head coach of the New York Jets taking a siesta.
Yeah.
And that it's just more and more of just the Jets can't get out of their own way.
I'm sure for a former player who was in Indianapolis sitting in a suite or a box somewhere watching it, that seeing like the 73rd player on the 40-yard dash might get boring.
Yeah.
But you can't be that guy.
You can't be that guy.
You cannot be the head coach of the Jets, the embattled head coach of the Jets, representing the Jets franchise, at the combine knowing there's cameras all over the place and take a siesta. You can't.
And it's tough.
And I get it. I'm sure it's boring.
Yeah.
But you cannot fall asleep during the combine, especially when the guy we're likely to draft is about to do his testing.
Yeah.
Right?
No, it's you start the season 0-7. You finish the season about as bad as you could possibly finish the season. They get embarrassed. 20-point losses galore over the end. You know the one saving grace is what you could possibly do with the number 2 pick, the 15 pick, this draft. You know you're on TV.
Right.
You know you're at the crosshairs. They decided to keep you during one of the craziest coaching cycles we have ever seen.
Yes.
And they decided to stick with you.
Right.
You are the leader of this franchise. You have taken over control of the defensive play call. All the storylines, everything going around about the Jets.
Right.
You recognized it. You recognized the talking points. You talked about it when you met the media at the combine. I'm sick of these talking points. I'm sick of this. I'm sick of the owner. All the owner ever tells me is go out there and
how can I help?
How can I help you? Well, apparently a strong cup of coffee would help.
Yeah, that'd be nice. With a lot of sugar in it.
He's asleep.
Yeah, and if I'm Woody Johnson, I'm pissed about that. Because you've embarrassed my franchise publicly.
Yeah.
And I'm sure, look, I'm not suggesting we all have not been there. We've all fallen asleep in a bad spot. But that was embarrassingly bad, and there's no defense for it. Now, look, it doesn't change a damn thing, but the reality is that it's another example that we cannot get out of our own way.
No.
That we make it so easy for the haters and the people that make fun of us to do exactly that.
LOL
and I'm going to
Jets.
sit here today as a dire Jet fan telling you, I got nothing to say about it. I have nothing to say about it. Like, there's no defense.
No.
I can't say it's a good look. It's not.
It's not.
And here's the crazy thing. For a guy that claimed 48 hours ago that calling the defense was his superpower, and the kid that's about to run the 40-yard dash and do all the other testing there is your likely number 2 overall pick, he plays defense. So if calling defense is your superpower, you might think when a guy that you're going to draft to be a stud on your defense is about to do all the testing, you might wake up. You might have some pneumonia things in your pocket and wake up. But it also brought to mind, Big Mac, another issue I'm having, and maybe it's just me, but I think I speak for all Jet fans, okay? So you have to go follow the bouncing ball here, okay? All right. If you've been paying attention at all the last week about the combine and those people that we respect as draft experts, and I'm not claiming to be when I'm not. I just know what my eyes see, and if I saw a kid play, I'll tell you what I think of him. I did not see a lot of Ty Simpson in Nebraska this year. I obviously know who he is. I know the story that he lost like 40 pounds. He was sick and hurt, and he played a lot better football late than he did early, all that stuff, right? Mm-hmm. So play this out for a second. There's a thought now that Ty Simpson might be a better professional prospect than Fernando Mendoza, the Heisman Trophy winner out of Indiana. Mm-hmm. We've all assumed, because it was the right thing to assume, that the Las Vegas Raiders are taking Mendoza, period, stop, not up for negotiation. That's the guy they're taking. But the more and more you listen to these quarterback experts and football experts that cover the draft and cover all the college stuff, people are saying that Ty Simpson might be a better pro that Fernando Mendoza will be. Now, I'm not sure if that's accurate or not, but it's out there. You've read it, right?
Yep. But this is what happens every draft.
I know. Yes. But here's my concern.
I got you.
Tom Brady is making the draft pick for the Las Vegas Raiders, the greatest quarterback of all time. All right? What happens? Play this out. If Tom Brady agrees with all those draft experts and decides Ty Simpson is going to be the better pro, and let's just play this out for a second, that Ty Simpson is the first quarterback taken in the NFL draft by the Las Vegas Raiders, and I'm sitting there at number 2, the New York Jets, and Fernando Mendoza is now available. I do not want that to happen. Because I would then be concerned, why did Tom Brady, the greatest quarterback of all time, pass on Fernando Mendoza, and am I a sucker to take him? So if there are sports gods out there, I am begging the Las Vegas Raiders to please take Fernando Mendoza, because I do not want to be in a position where the Raiders pivot and take Ty Simpson, and now Mendoza's sitting there, and I've got to make a decision. Do I take the Heisman Trophy winner? Historically, Heisman Trophy winning quarterbacks are not great pros, but that doesn't mean he won't be a great pro. Mm-hmm. But the greatest quarterback of all time passes on him, and now I'm sitting there with Fernando Mendoza in my lap, and I did not have to move up to get him. or do I take the best defensive player available, whichever kid from Ohio State? And my concern is that's the Jets right there summed up in a very simple situation.
Yeah.
If Ty Simpson's that good and they take Ty Simpson over Mendoza, do I gladly just say blindly, I'm taking Mendoza to be my quarterback? Or the fact that Tom Brady passes on Mendoza, should I take that as a message to everyone? I shouldn't take Mendoza either.
Craig.
And I'm very concerned about that playing itself out just like that.
I hate to tell you this.
Do it.
You're insane.
Why?
Because if that happens, you should throw a party.
I don't think I'd take Mendoza.
With every other Jet fan.
I don't know if I'd take him.
You should throw a party.
Yeah?
That moment, if Simpson is announced that he is the pick.
And I think it's on the table.
Every Jet fan across this country should throw a party.
Why?
That is the best case scenario because you're forgetting one of the options. You're forgetting one of the options.
What's the other option?
The other option is someone else might feel strongly about him, even if you don't.
Arizona Cardinals.
You either get the best quarterback in the draft in your estimation, right? Because you either believe that. If you believe that, then you believe that you're getting the best quarterback.
Yeah.
Or you're going to be able to trade that pick to someone else who believes they have a franchise quarterback sitting there and waiting.
Agree.
You could possibly get more draft picks for next year's draft, which is supposed to be so far and away the greatest draft we've ever seen, certainly for quarterbacks.
I don't like it.
I mean, you would... The amount of picks you could get or the franchise quarterback.
I don't like it.
Oh, you're crazy.
I don't like it.
You're crazy.
I'm telling you, I'm scared to death.
You either get the quarterback no-brainer. It's a no-brainer.
But apparently it's not a no-brainer. If the Raiders take Ty Simpson, then Mendoza was not a no-brainer.
Tom Brady is, what has he ever proven?
Tom Brady's still Tom Brady.
What is that?
I don't know, the greatest quarterback of all time.
He's not a talent evaluator.
No, I know.
There's no reason to believe he's the smartest guy in the room when it comes to deciding who's the better quarterback.
And to be fair, he did bring in Geno Smith for $100 million. That failed miserably.
Yeah, and
he hired Pete Carroll. That failed miserably. But there's an aspect of being a Jet fan that you can't appreciate. And that is, I do not want to be in a position where the greatest quarterback of all time announces to the world that Mendoza is not going to be a good NFL quarterback. And then I'm sitting there with an opportunity to draft them, and I got to say to myself, what am I missing that Tom Brady did not draft that kid?
Craig.
I can't have it.
You're nuts.
I don't want it. I'm begging the Raiders to take Mendoza.
Think about the opposite.
Yeah.
What if Tom Brady's folly is what propels the Jets to back into the races of the NFL?
I don't have that level of confidence. I'm sorry.
What if passing on Mendoza and either the Jets drafting him and him becoming one of the better quarterbacks in the league, or trading that pick gives them the beginnings of the Herschel Walker type deal that sets them up for the next decade of football?
Well, I think I speak for all Jet fans. I'm concerned.
You could do it on the back of Tom Brady's mistake.
I know, and I love that.
That's the dream.
Yeah, except
that's the dream.
I don't think he's going to make the mistake. I don't have faith yet in the New York Jets to have something good just fall into our lap. Now, by the way, you can make the argument if the Raiders take Mendoza, maybe I should take Simpson number 2. I obviously have not seen him play enough to speak to that. But
we've already had that conversation. I would draft him. I would draft him with the second pick in the first round.
All right, so then we get our quarterback.
That's what I would do.
But I'm telling you, I am so upset about this and so concerned. I had a nightmare last night because it dawned on me that it's Tom Brady making the pick. And if Tom Brady passes on Fernando Mendoza, there's got to be a reason why he passed. Am I going to be the sucker that doesn't see the reason and take him because he won the Heisman, he won the national championship, he's a great kid, seems like his teammates all love him? Or am I going to say, I'm not falling into that trap? Somebody, Arizona, you pick third, you can have him. I'm very concerned about this playing out. I'm sorry.
I love it.
Yeah.
He's just brazen enough and cocky enough to do it too.
Yes.
He would love it.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That would be the greatest day ever for Jet fans.
That's where I'm at right now.
You're crazy.
I'm sorry.
Think about the opposite, man.
Yeah.
He is not the New England Patriots. He is not one of these smart franchises. I know I always go to baseball, but he's not the Tampa Bay Rays where you're leery every time you make a deal with them because they're always on top of it.
Right.
Like, he's a great player. He's a budding good broadcaster, and he's run the Raiders for what, 2
year,
years,
maybe.
a year.
Yeah.
And what's his first decision? Terrible quarterback, terrible head coach.
Yeah.
Like, there is no reason to think
I'm sorry.
Tom Brady is anything other than a great player.
Well, on this one,
if he does this, oh my God.
I'm sitting on the
What
porch
a
on this
great
one.
idea.
I got my dog next to me. I'm a little bitch. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm scared to death that the Raiders take Ty Simpson, I got to make a decision on Mendoza.
I would take Mendoza and laugh in his face.
Yeah, but there's not a single part of you that says, why did Tom Brady not take Mendoza?
Because he's an idiot.
Well, but I don't know that. What if Tom Brady knows more than I know?
What is this? Draft day where the quarterback suddenly starts like nobody. Why'd you drop?
Nobody
Why didn't you take
him.
him? Why didn't you take him?
Nobody went to his birthday party.
No, not nobody. Just Tom Brady. Because he's smug and he thinks he knows everything.
Okay.
Oh, that would be
I'm telling you, I speak for all Jet fans on this one. We are now concerned because we've all read the same reports. Ty Simpson's, catapulting up the first round. People think he actually looks better on tape than Mendoza looked. And, there's a rationale for why he didn't have the great statistical year, blah, 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 blah. Obviously won one playoff game, got blown out in the next one, I think, by Indiana, if I'm not mistaken, in the playoffs. And the only thing I can think of is, what happens if? And I'm sitting there, and I got to make a decision on Mendoza or the kid from Ohio State, the defensive end. And I do not want to be placed in that position. So, Tom Brady, if you could do me a solid, please take Mendoza number one. I'd rather have to decide between Simpson and the kid from Ohio State than on Mendoza.
But that's not even the only choice. Yeah. Now you get to see what teams would give you for that second pick. You are sitting in the catbird seat. You're already there as a Jet fan. You're already there over the next 2 years.
Yeah, I'm concerned.
You're even more so. Think about what you could get.
I don't know. I'm bothered by it.
No,
I lost sleep about this last night.
In all seriousness, me killing Tom Brady, if that were to happen,
I'd hate it.
Oh, you're crazy. The Jets would have so much power.
I want no part of it. Sorry. And that's what consumed me all day today.
This goes back to one of our first shows together.
Go ahead.
And you were talking to me.
We've only done like 35 shows
together. Yeah, I know.
Together.
So one of our first shows together, you talked about the fear of not trusting your GM.
Yes.
So you'd rather pick later.
That's right.
Right. This is you. This is you.
That's right.
After a day where your coach took a nap and you're just convinced the Jets are inept, you're fearful that something good might happen to you.
Yes, because nothing ever does.
Because you won't know how to handle it. No, Craig. We just talked about it. The GM, this is what he does. He makes trades.
Okay.
He's competent. He's smart.
Okay.
And give him that power.
I'm telling you.
Let that fall to him and then build the franchise off of Brady's folly. And the Raiders will be doomed for years. And the Jets will either have Mendoza or they'll have Manning or whoever else next year because you got multiple picks in the draft next year. What if you have 5 picks in next year's draft?
Yeah, that'd be great.
What if you have 5 or 6 picks and you're still picking 7th where we could look at the teams that would be interested? You can have a top 10 pick, two top 20 picks this year, and 5 first-round picks next year.
Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be great. And the cap went up so I can afford all of them.
Yes.
Well, that's just how I feel. Jet fans will get you on the horn right now. I know I speak for all of you because I am your leader, but we'll certainly allow you to express yourselves on this issue that's coming up quickly.
Don't be afraid. Yeah, don't let the last 15 years of ineptitude.
Yeah, how does it not?
Don't let it do it. You got to still want good things.
Like I can't even eat my soup today.
Man, you just got me excited.
Yeah, do me a favor, guys. Just order the pizza now because I can't eat soup today. I'm miserable about this because I know exactly how it's going to play out. I can already see it. I can already predict the future. I'm like the Long Island medium. I can already see what's going to happen. Tom Brady's going to sour on Mendoza on his pro date. It's not going to go great. Ty Simpson's going to light the gym up, and they're going to take Ty Simpson, and I'm going to be sitting there at number 2 going, now what the F do I do? Do I not follow Tom Brady's lead? Do I think Tom Brady's totally nuts and made a terrible mistake? Or do I not get tricked into taking a quarterback that can't play? I am miserable about this. It's ruined my entire day. I'm sorry. That's why I didn't talk to you pre-show.
Yeah, you
couldn't
were
talk to
yourself,
Pete.
Yeah.
I am beside myself on this. And I wore my Jet hoodie anyway because I'm rocking the Jet green today because I'm miserable about the prospects of what's going to happen in April. We'll get all your calls on it. 888-808-1019.
Talk about what you would do, say Simpson moves up the draft.
That's another problem I got.
Would you take him too?
I don't know. What
if he has that great pro day? What if all that happens for Tom Brady?
I've been down that road before. Zach Wilson had the greatest pro day Joe Douglas ever saw.
Yeah, I know.
Right? Now, again, Trevor Lawrence didn't fall into our lap, obviously. So we took Zach. That did not work out well.
It's already started.
So I am so upset. So upset.
The rise of the quarterbacks, it's already begun.
Yeah.
I love it.
Well, it's one guy, Ty Simpson.
Yeah, no,
he's the one guy that's quickly.
I told you a couple days ago that's who I would pick.
Can't have it. We got a lot of other stuff to get to today. Don't worry about that. 888-808-1019. It's going to be a fun Friday here. Order the Prince Street Pizza now.
Yep.
I need comfort food. Miserable. I'm not gonna lie to
with
you.
you.
Absolutely miserable. And I see it happening like it's a gift, I guess. It's like a ninth sense. I can predict the future.
a ninth sense?
As Jet fans, you know full well this is going to happen, and we're gonna have to make a game day decision on do we want Mendoza or do we follow Tom Brady's lead and see there's something wrong with that kid at the pro level and go draft somebody else. Ugh.